recently, I noticed all throughout California, which is where I live right now at the moment, the majority of people here are atheists or nihilists, and people who believe in nihilism, and people who are agnostic. There's a lot of people here in California who do not believe in the existence of God, a deity, or any of that. Most of the people, especially in the West, are atheists. Mostly atheists, Christians, and a very, very, very small portion being Jews, Muslims, and other religions. Here in the West, and typically in California, that's just how it is. Although US claims to be a Christian country, there's so much stuff going around which would contradict this and say otherwise. Literally, everyone claims, oh, but US is a Christian country and stuff. Literally, there's so much stuff going around the churches and all this stuff. Literally just in California, what used to be a pretty decent country. Politicians, presidents, governments, the mainstream media. And now most of the people are just atheists or people who believe in nihilism. And it's all gone terrible within maybe 20, 50 years. Over the past 2 or 5 decades. Literally, one random person. I just looked at the street, looked at who was on the street. Most of the time, they were atheists. They did not believe in God. They were listening to this rap music and all this music about stuff regarding, oh, but there's this rapper, there's this musical artist, and this and this and this and this. But I remember being stuck in this rabbit hole as well. I used to literally I almost became an atheist. Literally. I was this close from becoming an atheist because so many people around me were atheists, right? So I was literally so close to being an atheist. If it wasn't for my devotion in religion, God, and my soul, and faith, and belief, hope, I would have given God up completely. And I did start giving up God a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit. I started becoming a degenerate, a scum of the earth. My past degenerate self kept listening to those rap lyrics and everything that had all those messed up stuff, but it kept implanting it in my brain. All these sound waves, all these words coming into my brain. Oh, but it sounds nice. There's this music. And I lost my soul. I literally lost my soul. My heart. My heart almost shifted away from God completely. If it wasn't for me slapping myself awake and saying, hey, turn back to God. So, here's the thing. Many of the people right now in the West are atheists because it's being promoted. It's literally being promoted all around because most of the people around them are atheists. And this cultivates. And then more and more and more and more atheists are around. just lingering around the place, everywhere, right? Not to mention the creation of the universe, the creation of the earth, the solar system, and everything. Because many of the intelligent scientists and everything will say, oh, but the Big Bang, the Big Bang, the Big Bang, the Big Bang. This is why we came into existence. The scientists claim because of the Big Bang, and scientists, most of them are atheists. And people look to science for stuff like this, the creation of Earth. And will just claim, oh, but this is why God isn't real, and this and this and this and this. They'll always say God isn't real. They don't fear God. You always hear atheists walking around saying God isn't real until they realize God is real. God is absolutely 100% real. Also, many of these scientists and people keep claiming, oh, but, there's this and this and this and this and this scientific explanation and that scientific explanation. There's so much stuff from the Bible, the Quran, the Torah coming true right now as I speak. There's so much stuff from those 3 holy books coming true. Literally, if you go online and you see all this stuff, like the fact that Saudi Arabia is coming green, there's this sign, there's that sign, there's this sign, there's that sign. All of these signs are coming true, and they're happening at this moment. And they're happening very, very, very slowly, but they're starting to pick up rapidly in speed. More apparent, this one appeared, that one appeared, that one appeared, that one appeared. More of these signs are happening. And there's been so many times where many will say the statement, but, oh, there's so many religions, how do you know which one's the right one? This is a completely stupid argument. Not to mention the other argument, which is, who baked the baker? Who baked the baker? This doesn't make any sense. The baker baked the bread. The baker can't be baked. It just doesn't work like that. The baker is not baked. And it doesn't work like that because the universal laws of this world applies. Why? Because of God. Why does the solar system exist? Because of God. Why is there food to eat? Because of God. Why is there water to drink? Because of God. Why is there money? Everything in the world humans need to survive because of God. Even since the caveman ages, the dinosaur ages, super early periods, religion was still around, whether it be Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, doesn't matter. But atheism and nihilism is so present nowadays because people are so arrogant and ignorant that they throw God away. They turn their heart and their soul away. And they trade it for degenerate stuff. Whether it be the degenerate parties, the degenerate concerts, all of this. People literally turned their soul away from God. And then they became atheists. And all of this stuff. Literally just lingering around this big green earth. And another reason that atheism is so prevalent is because of the fact that if you don't believe in God, what is there to fear? right? Think about it. Think about it right now. Why would you be scared if there's nothing? And it wouldn't make sense, right? However, there are a few flaws with atheism. Number one, with atheism, you have literally turned your soul away from God into degenerate stuff. Literally, if you're an atheist. Because I haven't said this yet, but I'll say this one time. Atheism is a cult of Satan. Literally. There is no such thing as atheism. At that point, it's literally just turning your soul away. Literally like selling your soul and becoming a degenerate. And if you disagree with me on this, let me know down in the comments and we could debate. Do you not understand? When you become an atheist, and you have this mindset that God isn't real, all you're doing is just pushing away all of God's help. All of God's warnings, all of God's rules, all of what God forbids you to do in your life. And you exchange it for a terrible life, which is going to be very, very, very detrimental in the future. Oh, but, atheism, which is so promoted, especially by famous people too. So, while the rest of the dopamine scrollers are gone, I'm just going to be speaking what needs to be said. The reason people are religious is because they trust in God. They have hope. They have faith. They have belief. They actually believe it's something that matters in their life. Having the fear of God, respecting God, and all this stuff and virtues. They actually have genuine trust. Because if you were to go to two islands, literally picture not even two islands, two cities. One city is full of degenerates, atheists, just random people around. You go into that island, more than likely you're probably just gonna get killed. Now there's a religious city, a very religious city, whether it be Christian, Muslim filled, Judaism, Jews, it doesn't matter. There's like a Christian city for this sake. If you go in that city, you're not going to be killed because they fear God and they will keep you alive, right? Now I want you to open your eyes. Does this just not show you what the power of God is like? The power of God that still kept you alive, that made the Big Bang happen, that made you came to be to earth with sperm. God was the literal one who made you be on this earth. This big green earth that you are living today. And yet you throw it away. All of God's blessings into what? Being a degenerate. And this isn't saying you have to be religious. But as a Muslim, I just want to say, out of all of what I've seen for the past 2 years, it is very, very, very concerning how atheism is so prevalent. So you have a choice to make. You can turn to God, embrace religion, whether you be a Christian, Muslim, Jew, a Hindu, a religion, right? You have a choice to turn to God, embrace religion, trust religion, have hope, have faith, and live a fulfilling life. And keep your soul and keep your heart from turning black. Or you could take the other route, the atheism, the nihilism, this type of route. You literally like shell away, or you turn away your heart from God. You turn away your soul from God. You always feel miserable. You always feel depressed. You always feel sad. But yeah, you want freedom. Of course, everyone wants freedom, but there's the thing. When you become an atheist, you will literally lose your soul. You will lose your soul, your heart. Your heart will literally become black. Literally, think of your heart just becoming black. Your soul becoming black. That's what happens when you turn into an atheist. You literally lose all sense of religion, God, faith, hope. And you do not for once in your life, reap the rewards of being religious. You have a choice to make. And the signs, everything's happening. Saudi Arabia turning green, this and this and this. There's so many signs going on right now. So you have a choice to make. Be atheist or be one with God. Subscribe to my email list. First in the description. Other than that, welcome to the Brotherhood.